All right, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. Hello sa lahat ng members ng Team Bruner. Again, we already have our section B opened and konting slots na lamang po yung natitira para po sa ating Team Bruner. So again, if you are still not a member of Team Bruner, it's very easy to become one. Just send a message to our Facebook page, okay? Now, again, our LET 2023 schedule of examination would be on March 26 next year. Your filing period would be from December 26 until Feb 27 of next year. Then, of course, this is all under the new TOS. So again, if you'd still want to become a member of Team Bruner para dire-diretso po yung ating panunood, full-length video, and of course, you can download all the files po pwedeng balikan yung mga past discussions natin. And of course, you can answer our quizzes, become a member of Team Bruner para po dire-diretso yung ating pagre-review until the day that you take the LET. Kasama na po yung inyong pre-board, yung inyong final coaching, and of course, your classified files. Hello sa mga kaka-member pa lamang like Ma'am Leslie Dorolyat. Sa ating mga newbies, hello and welcome. Ganun din po sa ating mga veterano. No? Now, we also have our majorship aside from Team Bruner, which is Gen Ed Prof Ed. Meron din po tayong Filipino, MAPE, Social Science, TLE, AFA. They're all meeting on Saturdays. The schedules can be found on your screen right now. For English, Math, and Science, they all meet on Sundays, no? Except, of course, if there's any unforeseen circumstances that, of course, would affect your majorship schedule. So, again, antabayanan po lahat ng ating mga announcements sa inyong specific groups para po malaman natin kung meron mang pagbabago sa ating mga weekly schedules na ganoon din po sa ating Gen Ed Prof Ed. Kagaya po kanina, medyo nagka-problema yung ating link, and so yung panibagong quizzes link po natin was posted on your group. So again, balikan niyo po yung inyong groups if there's any problem, if there's any changes sa ating pong schedule, nandiyan po lagi sa inyong specific groups. Okay, so all of these majors, they all have their own groups, and ganoon din po sa ating Team Bruner, no? Meron din po sa Team Bruner. All right, now, Civil Service Review, we are also going to open our full online review for March 2023. And of course, this would start with the orientation on December 3rd. So if you know someone who'd want to take the CSC test, no, your Civil Service Examination or your Career Service Examination, po pwede din pong mag-send ng message sa ating Facebook page para po makasali sa ating CSE full online review. So again, kagandahan po ng ating full online review is that you can go back to all the previous discussions, no? Kahit po hindi kayo makapag-attend, po pwede pong balikan, and of course, on point po yung ating review, on point po yung ating discussions, all the items come out sa actual exam, no? So wala po tayong masyadong lecture dito, papasok po yung ating discussions through our multiple choice types of tests, because of course we are trying to simulate your actual test. Okay, so again, Civil Service Review full online. We also have this, and just send a message to our Facebook page para po kayo ay ma-assist ng ating mga admin. Okay, now tonight's discussion, of course, is centered on general education. Please do like, love, and share na po ng ating video. Very important that you are sharing our video. We are picking one person to win GCash of 500 every time that we have our live stream. And those would all be coming from our sharers with share button. And of course, those who have tagged 10 of their friends. Again, please do like, love, share our video, start a watch party, tag your friends, and of course, you can send us stars on Facebook, Super Chat, Super Stickers naman po sa ating YouTube channel. Before we start, of course, let us all have our opening prayer. Samahan niyo po ako, mga kaguro. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength, creativity, and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learn. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. All right, now once again, this is Gen Ed, all 30 items that were taken as part of your quizzes kanina sa ating Team Bruner. Paki-like, love, and share na po ng ating video. Of course, share it so that you may have a chance to be one of our GCash winners, and also tag your friends to be one of our GCash winners. And also, pwede po kayo mag-send ng support na through the Facebook stars, and of course sa YouTube naman, super chat, super stickers. Hello din sa lahat ng members ng Team Piaget, Sir Sherwin Kimno. Okay, so kinakabahan na daw, malapit ng maging licensed professional teacher. Okay, si Sir Elviso Lumaho, good evening team, Teacher Mek ng Gurong Pinoy. Really recommend when it comes to review online platforms, marami pong nabasa sa exam. Okay, so again, if you are still not a member of Team Bruner, magpa-member na po, just send a message to our Facebook page. All right, we start with question number 1 from tonight. Okay, for tonight's discussion. Number 1, Crispin Basilio, my children. It's an example of letter A, onomatopoeia, letter B, apostrophe, letter C, paradox, or letter D, allusion. Okay, what's our choice? Number 1. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, no? Sa mga kakatune in pa lamang. Sir Alcover Lauron, unang-una, letter B. Okay, napaka-confident with letter B. All right, letter B or letter A? I see a lot of letter A's and also a lot of letter B's. Okay, now from our previous discussion on general education, we've also talked about this, no? We've talked about the different types of figures of speech. At meron din po tayong video na to sa ating YouTube channel of different figures of speech with examples and of course with Filipino translation. And we've talked about this last Wednesday, no, when we had our Gen Ed discussion. Okay, so Crispin Basilio, my children. Sino nagsabi nito? Of course, you know that that's Isa, no, as part of the novels of Dr. Jose Rizal. And this is an example of the correct choice, of course, would be letter B, apostrophe, or pagtawag, sabi ni Ma'am Yor Briar Forge. Okay, so tama po yan na pagtawag siya. In Filipino, when you say apostrophe, you are mentioning someone or something that is not around. Okay, so pagtawag ang ating tumpak na choice. Sabi ni Sir Paulo Aniceto, addressing someone who is absent or dead. Okay, so tama po yan. Onomatopoeia, you are using the sounds of objects. For example, you say the creaking of the door. Okay, so the screeching of the car's brake. Okay, so onomatopoeia, the buzzing of the bee, paghimig, no, or paghihimig ito in Filipino. Paradox is like your irony, no? So you have two opposing ideas. Allusion naman, you are using references. So yung sabi natin last time when we had our discussion on Gen Ed, like when you say Adonis, no, in terms of when you're talking about someone who's macho and who's matipuno, you say Adonis. Or Venus para sa mga magaganda, no, sa allusion. That's an example of allusion. Using references. So letter B for question number 1. We go to question number 2. Bring home the bacon is an example of A or an. Letter A, irony. Letter B, idiomatic expression. Letter C, request. Or letter D, personification. Okay, good evening, Ma'am Amarol Hentío. Just send a message po sa ating Facebook page, no, kung saan po kayo nanonood ngayon. Chismis of Marites. Okay, so sabi natin Marites, no? Lahat ng inyong mga kapitbahay na nagkukumpulan, Marites ang inyong tawag. Pwede din siyang collective noun. Okay, number 2, ICBs. Bring home the bacon is an example of, the correct choice, of course, is letter B. That's an idiomatic expression. So when you say bring home the bacon, this simply means bring the crown home. No? So that means win. Okay, so you have to win. You have to get the major prize. Bring home the bacon. Okay, so letter A, irony, that's a figure of speech. Okay, so ano siya, no, meron kang two opposing ideas, that's irony. Request, of course, you know the meaning of the term request, no? Friend request. Meron kang gustong kunin or meron kang gustong gawin ng isang tao. Personification, you are giving person-like attributes or characteristics of something or to something that's not a person. Okay, so to an inanimate object. Okay, so that's personification or pagtatao ito in Filipino. Pasensya na medyo may sumpong yung aking Junakis. Alright, so again for number 2, letter B, idiomatic expression. Hello, good evening din sa mga tulad kong nanay, no? Meron din kayong mga katabing Junakis ngayon or meron kayong katabing asawa or boyfriend or jowa. Hello po, good evening po sa inyong lahat. Alright, we go to number 3. Si Ana ay mabagal na naglakad papunta sa altar. Anong bahagi ng pananalita ang sinalangguhitang sinalungguhitang salita? Letter A, pang-ukol. Letter B, pang-uri. Letter C, pang-abay. Or letter D, pandiwa. Okay, what is our choice? Maraming salamat si Sir Dominic Tagyang for sending us a super sticker on YouTube. Maraming salamat, Sir Dominic. Okay, letter C. Letter C. For number 3, letter C, pang-uwi. Letter C, pang-abay pala, sorry. Letter C, pang-abay. Okay, although merong nagsasabing pang-uri yung kanilang sagot. Anong bahagi ng pananalita ang sinalangguhitang salita? No? Sinalangguhitang salita natin dito ay mabagal. Okay, so would this be letter C or letter B, pang-uri? Maaring siguro ay absent no, ng last time na tayo ay nag-discuss yung mga sumasagot ng pang-uri because the correct choice of course would be pang-abay because ang mabagal, ang salitang mabagal ay po pwede pong maging pang-uri or adjective. Po pwede din po siyang maging pang-abay or adverb. Pero titingnan natin kung paano siya ginamit sa ating pangungusap. Si Ana ay mabagal na naglakad. Ano ba ang dinedescribe no, ng ating mabagal sa ating pangungusap? Siya ay nagde-describe of course sa kung paano naglalakad si Ana. So that means dinedescribe niya ang pandiwang naglalakad. And so, when you are talking about a word that describes a verb, that's your pandiwa, or an adjective, or another adverb, this would be your adverb or pang-abay. So, adverb or pang-abay po ang ating tumpak na choice. No? So, aray, sabi ng isa, absent nga yata ako. Okay, now, yung ating pong pang-uri, that's an adjective. No? So, pag sinabi mong, ako ay nakabili ng mabagal na e-bike. Okay? So, yung mabagal mo doon ay nagde-describe ng e-bike which is a pangalan. Nagde-describe siya ng isang pangalan or ng isang panghalip or pronoun and so that would be a pang-uri. Pero sa ating pangungusap dito sa ating tanong, siya po ay nagde-describe sa pandiwang naglakad and so pang-abay ang ating tumpak na choice. Pang-ukol, this would be your preposition. Ang pandiwa, of course, that would be your verb. Okay? Kilos. Alright, we go to number 4. Tukuyin kung anong uri ng panlapi ang matatagpuan sa mga sumusunod na salita. Kabutihan, pag-ipunan, magsuyuan. Would this be letter A, tambalan, letter B, hulapi, letter C, laguhan, or letter D, kabilaan? Okay, number 4, ICDs. Again, wag pong kalimutang i-share ang ating video at itag po yung ating mga friends. Okay, number 4, tukuyin ang majority ng ating choice. Okay, letter D, kabilaan. Tukuyin kung anong uri ng panlapi ang matatagpuan sa mga sumusunod na salita. No? Kabutihan, pag-ipunan, magsuyuan. Alright, the correct choice of course is letter D. Tumpak po ang inyong sagot. That's kabilaan. Okay, now, ang ating iba't ibang uri ng panlapi, tingnan natin. Unang-una, meron kang unlapi. And that means yung inyong panlapi ay nakikita sa unahan ng ating salita. For example, ang inyong salita dito ay umawit. Ang inyong salitang ugat ay awit at ang ay isang unlapi. No? So nakikita siya sa unahan ng salita or ng inyong salitang ugat na awit. So this would be unlapi. Ang inyong namang gitlapi, from the term itself, no, nakikita mo ang inyong panlapi sa gitna ng inyong salitang ugat. So when you say kumain, ang inyong salitang ugat ay kain. And so would be a gitlapi. No? Diyan siya, nasa gitna siya ng inyong salita. Hulapi, nakikita ang inyong panlapi sa hulihan ng salitang ugat. So when you say awitan, from awit, nagkaroon ka ng an na isang hulapi. Okay? Nang ating sagot dito ay kabilaan. When you say kabilaan, meron kang unlapi at hulapi. Meron na sa unahan ng inyong salitang ugat at meron ding nasa hulihan ng inyong salitang ugat. So example, kaibigan. Okay? So ibig is your salitang ugat. You have ka, which is an unlapi, and an, which is a hulapi. And so this is kabilaan. Ganon din yung kabutihan. Buti ang inyong salitang ugat. Pag-ipunan, ipon ang inyong salitang ugat. Magsuyuan, suyo ang inyong salitang ugat. So tama yan, Sir Poy, aplao. No? So mag at an sa magsuyuan, pag at an sa pag-ipunan. Okay? Now, the last type of panlapi would be your laguhan. Ang laguhan naman, meron kang unlapi, gitlapi, at hulapi. No? So, kompletos rekados ang inyong laguhan. Example ng ating salita dito ay ipagsumigawan. Ang inyong salitang ugat ay sigaw. Okay? Ang inyong salitang ugat ay sigaw. Meron kang ipag na unlapi. Meron kang na gitlapi, and of course, meron kang an na hulapi. Okay? So, laguhan po ang tawag natin dyan. But for number 4, kabilaan ang tumpak na choice. Okay? We go to question number 5. Who was the author of the work that had Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso? Would these be letter A, Francis Bacon, letter B, Edgar Allan Poe, letter C, Francesco Petrarch, or letter D, Dante Alighieri? I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, no, sa ating mga English majors. Hello po, good evening. Okay, so of course, this is part of literature. Kabisado ng ating mga English majors ito. Okay, by the way, English majors, yung inyo pong majorship, no, discussion 2 was moved to Thursday of this week because of course, may sakit po si Coach Paul. Okay, so Thursday po yung ating discussion because of course, nagpapaling siya and hindi din tayo po pwede ng Monday and Wednesday. No? So Thursday, yung discussion 2 ng ating mga English majors. Okay, letter D for number 5 and that is right. Okay, so Dante Alighieri. Okay, so this is from the Divine Comedy. No? Meron kang Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso by Dante Alighieri. Isa sa mga pinakatanyag na libro na yung mga librong naka-impluensya sa buong mundo. Okay, so that's Dante Alighieri, letter D. For question number 5, letter D daw kasi mahirap basahin yung apelido. Okay, now, for the rest of our choices, no, so Francis Bacon, he is considered the father of scientific method. He's also considered the father of English essays. Si Edgar Allan Poe naman is known as the father of the detective novel. And si Sir Francesco Petrarch is considered both the father of humanism and the Renaissance, or sometimes the father of Renaissance humanism, as well as being the poet laureate of Rome. Okay, so that's Francesco Petrarch. But we are looking at letter D, Dante Alighieri. Okay, may tanong dito yung ating Marites. Sir Elviso Lumahog, mamek nakabalik kayo sa US. Okay, Sir Elviso Lumahog, Team Piaget yata. Si Sir hindi po po muna kami babalik. Alright, we go to question number 6. The perimeter of a square of area, 144 square meters. So this be letter A, 48 meters. Letter B, 40 meters. Letter C, 60 meters. Or letter D, 24 meters. Okay, what's your choice? Number 6. Okay, number 6, letter A. Ayan ng math. Sabi ni Ma'am Julie B. Arroro, I see a lot of letter A, pero hinulaan ko lang, sabi ni Ma'am Jerry May. Next question, sabi ni Sir Lester. Guardian Angel Labas, sabi ni Sir Poy. Ito na si Math. Okay, we are looking for the perimeter of a square with an area of 144 square meters. Okay, so tingnan natin yung ating computation. Now, remember your formulas. Okay, formula mo for your area, that's S squared, no? S times S. Okay, dahil of course, we're just talking about a square, no? So that means pare-parehas lang yung length ng kanyang sides, no? So area would just be length times width or S squared kasi pare-parehas lang naman yung length nga ng sides ng inyong square. Yung perimeter mo naman is 4 times S. Remember, yung perimeter mo, that's an enclosure, no? So total length of all the sides, that's your perimeter. Ang hinahanap natin dito would be the perimeter of a square. Now, given na yung area ng square natin is 144 square meters. And so we will be using the first formula, no? A equals S squared para makuha po natin ang ating value for S at para masolve natin yung ating perimeter. Now, we are going to multiply that value of S by 4 to get the value for our perimeter. And so here, we write 144. Again, 144 is given. Andyan po sa ating problem, no? 144 equals S squared. So for us to get the value of S, we need to get the square root of both sides, no? So the square root of 144 equals the square root of S squared. When you have the square root and the power of 2, no, of course, you can just cancel those. You are left with the square root of 144 equals S, and that would give you 12 as the answer. Okay, so 12 as the answer. Now, we continue by using our second formula to get the value of our perimeter. Perimeter would be 4 times S. Okay, so now we already have the value of S, and so P equals 4 times 12, and that would give us letter A, 48 meters. Okay? 48 meters ang ating tumpak na choice for number 6. We move on with question number 7. Which of the following pairs of body parts are considered homologous? Letter A, ectoderm and endoderm. Letter B, lungs and gills. Letter C, appendix and tailbone. Or letter D, human arms and seals, flippers. For the lito na naman, Sir Lester. Balikan lang po later, no? And of course, po pwede nyo pong i-download yung ating PDF file later para po mas maliwanag. And po pwede din pong balikan yung ating video. Okay, number 7, letter D. Ang hinahanap natin dito would be your homologous pairs. Okay, homologous pairs. The correct choice here would be letter D, human arms and seals, flippers. Okay, so tumpak po ang letter D. Let's take a look at our terms, no? So when you say homologous not homologous chromosomes, homologous structures. Okay, these are the structures that have the function of, dito na sinabi, as similar organisms adapt to different environments, the function of their appendages changed. Okay, so iba-iba po sila ng function, pero if you try to look at their embryonic development, pare-parehas yung bone structure. No? For example, a bird's arms became wings to flap. A human's arm is used to pick up, carry, and grasp. A horse's arm became a foreleg to run on. So that means when you say homologous structures, they all came from the same embryonic development, the same structure. No? So when these organisms were still in the embryonic stage, pare-parehas po yung structure nila. But since they go or they live in different environments, yung function po ng inyong homologous structures ay magkakaiba din. But if you try to check their structure, parehas po yung structure. These are your homologous structures. No? So when you say here, your letter D, human arms and seals, flippers, sila po yung ating choice kasi If you look at the bones, no, underneath your human arms and the seals flippers, parehas po yung itsura, which means that they all came from one ancestor or meron po silang commonality, no, sa embryonic development, pero yung kanila pong function ay magkaiba. Okay? Magkaiba po yung kanilang function. Now, analogous structures naman, baliktad, no? Analogous structures mo, parehas yung function, hindi parehas yung structure. Okay? Hindi parehas yung structure. Ito sinabi ng analogous structures mo. Different organisms began living in similar environments. Their appendages evolved to perform the same function. So again, kanina, yung ating homologous structure, the same yung structure, iba yung function. Analogous structure mo naman, iba yung structure, the same yung function. For example, dito yung wings ng butterfly mo at ang wings ng birds mo, yung function nila parehas, no? It's for flying. Pero iba yung kanilang structure. To answer your question, Sir Poy Aplaon, no? So how about analogous structure, sabi ni Sir Poy. So ito po yung ating pagkakaiba. And of course, in-include ko din dito yung vestigial structures. These are structures that remain in organisms but have no obvious function. Okay, so for example, the leg bones in snakes and whales. Ang pelvic bone din ng inyong whales, no? Sa ating picture, merong pelvic bone yung whales mo, pero hindi na siya ginagamit. No? Wala siyang apparent function. There's no obvious function. The appendix in humans, no? Wala siyang obvious function, and so we consider this your vestigial structure. Ear muscles in humans, okay? Also a vestigial structure, okay? So vestigial structures po ito. Okay? All right, so the correct choice again was letter D for your homologous structures. All right, we go to the next item. Okay, the vermiform appendix, through or though a part of the large intestine, has no digestive function. It is therefore called letter A heterogeneous organ, letter B a vestigial structure, letter C an analogous structure, or letter D an addendum organ. Okay, what is our choice? Letter or for number 8? Wow, Sir Kips Tanawan, yabang factor. B, sure na. B, medyo mayabang, sabi ni Sir Adam. Okay, ayan, letter B. Number 8 na po tayo. B for basic, sabi ni Ma'am Yor Briar Forge. Okay, letter B, number 8. Okay, B, sure na po, sabi ni Ma'am Erica. Ma'am Cherry says B, bonus, and that of course is correct. Now, vestigial structure, kakadiscuss lamang natin. So again, when you say homologous structures, parehas yung structure, iba yung function. Analogous structure, different structure, the same function. Magkaiba po sila, magkabaliktad sila ng homologous structures. And of course, when you say vestigial structure naman, there's no apparent use, no function, okay? No obvious function. So letter B for number 8. We go to number 9. Okay, ayan na ang inyong hinahanap, no? So number 9. Sabi ni Sir Glester Avila, bigyan mo na ako ng science, wag lang math. Ayan na po yung math, Sir Glester. Letter or number 9, no? A worm crawls on a branch 38 centimeters long. How long is the branch in millimeters? Letter A, 0.38 millimeter. Letter B, 3.8 millimeters. Letter C, 380 millimeters. Or letter D, 3,800 millimeters. Okay, what is our choice for number 9? Okay, so meron kang isang marites na uod na nagko-crawl, no, gumagapang sa isang branch na 38 centimeters long. At ngayon, ikaw din na isang pakialamera, imbis na nasa centimeters yung branch, gusto mo siyang i-convert into millimeters. So how long is it in millimeters? Okay, so ano ba yung ating tumpak na choice dito? Now, remember our mnemonic. May mnemonic po tayo dito na King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Again, King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Ma Maria Teresa, yes po, pwede pa pong humabol sa Team Bruner. Okay, so anong ibig sabihin ng King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk? Si King po ay kilo, then you have H is hecto, no? Hecto. Then you have the capital D as deca. Then B is base. Then small letter D is deci. Then you have small letter C or C as centi. Then M as milli. Okay, so yan po yung ibig sabihin ng King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Ito po ay palaging lumalabas sa ating licensure exam for teachers. No? So K for kilo, H for hecto, D for deca, B is base, yung wala po yung isa lamang po yung letter. For example, meter, second, liter, gram, base units po sila. D, the small letter D for deci. Then you have centi for C. And milli, you have letter M. Okay, so what you do here, you simply travel. No? So let's try to use your mouse. So, gamitin ko po yung ating mouse. Okay, so King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. We are given centimeters. So, centimeters, and yung centimeters yung sa letter C. And you'd want it to be converted to millimeters. So, what you do, you simply move or slide mo lamang po yung inyong decimal point. No? So, from centi, you will be moving to milli, no? So that means you'll have to move to the right one time, okay? You move the decimal point to the right one time, okay? Now, you are given 38 centimeters, no? So, of course, your decimal point here is after 8 since we have a whole number, and we will be moving the decimal point one time to the right, and so that means the correct choice would just be letter C, 380 millimeters. Okay, 380 millimeters. Okay, so napakasimple po. Kapag kayo ay nako-convert between your metric units, let's use our mnemonic, no? King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Kung ikaw ay may zero, for example, na let us try several other examples. If you have 0.38 millimeters and you want to convert this into centimeter, ano po ang inyong magiging sagot? Okay, 0.38 millimeter to centimeter. What will be your choice or what will be your answer? Sabi ni Facebook user, buti na lang namatay si King Henry. Bakit ba uminom ng chocolate milk si King Henry? Okay, 0.038 centimeters, sabi ni Sir G or Ma'am G Facundo. Okay, so from 0.38 millimeter to centimeter, no? So you will have to travel one time to the left, and so you'll have to move your decimal point one time to the left. So 0.038 centimeter is tumpak. Now, what if you have 380 millimeters, itong ating letter C, and you want to convert this into kilometer? Okay, from 380 millimeters to kilometer. What would be your choice? 380 millimeters to kilometers. Okay, ano po yung ating choice? Wala pa akong nakikitang sagot sa ating chat box. If you have 380 millimeters and you'd want to convert this into kilometers, okay, yan, sabi ni Ma'am Rhea, baka math major si Ma'am Rhea Kodjapit. Okay, 0 point, you have how many? 6 zeros, then 380, no? So, tingnan natin if tama si Ma'am Rhea. Okay, so 380 millimeters right here. We need to travel to kilo, no? Convert this to kilo, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, you'll need to travel 6 times to your left, no? So 6 times to your left. So yung decimal point mo po ay nandito, 1, 2, 3. 3 times na po yan. And so the correct choice there, or the correct answer, or the answer would be 0.00. Tatlong zero na lamang po yung ating idadagdag, no? Since we've already traveled 3 times. Okay, so 0.00038 or 380. If you answered 38, okay din po, no? Kung wala ng 0 at the end, okay din po. Alright? So, sorry na, Ma'am Rhea, no? Medyo naligwak pala si Ma'am Rhea. Okay lang po yan. At least natuto tayo. Okay? So, 0.000380 or 38 ang inyong magiging choice. Okay? So, again, bakit 0.000? You have to travel once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times to your left. No? So, from here, 1, 2, 3. Tatlong beses na po yun. Okay? And so, from here, dagdagan pa po natin ng tatlong zeros. No? 1, 2, 3. So, 0.000,380. That would be your choice. Okay? Maraming salamat, Sir Percy Kulanibang. Dali lang pala, ma'am. Ikaw talaga, Ma'am Mek. Thank you sa technique. Maraming salamat po. Okay? So, mag-i-improve din tayong lahat. And of course, babaunin yung lahat ng balang ito sa ating pong licensure exam for teachers. Okay? So, wag pong mawala ng pag-asa, lalo na sa inyong pinakapaborito, no? Yung math, no? Easy lang po yan. Kayang-kaya po natin pagandaan. Marami pa po tayong oras. Okay? So, review lang po ng review, no? Kapag wala po tayong live, balikan po yung mga videos natin sa ating YouTube channel. Okay, so letter C, ang ating tumpak na choice for number 9. We go to number 10. The two chemical factors that can cause decomposition are letter A, autolysis and photosynthesis. Letter B, putrefaction and respiration. Letter C, autolysis and putrefaction. Or letter D, death and cellular respiration. Okay, what is our choice? All right, number 10, ICCs. Okay, letter C. Tumpak kaya itong letter C natin. For the hula, letter C, sabi ni Sir Kibbs. Okay, number 10, the two chemical factors that can cause decomposition, pagkabulok. Okay, pagkabulok. Ang decomposition natin, ano kaya ang chemical factors ang mag-aaring or maaaring makakos ng pagkabulok? The correct choice here would be letter C, autolysis and putrefaction. Okay, so when you say autolysis, this is the destruction of cells or tissues by their own enzymes, no? As in when you say meron kang autoimmune system, no? So yung immune system mo mismo, yung sumisira, no, sa ibang cells ng inyong katawan. So destruction of cells or tissues by their own enzymes, that's autolysis. Then you have putrefaction. This is synonymous with decay or rotting. Okay, so decay or rotting, that's putrefaction. And so ito po yung ating choice, decay or rotting, and of course, autolysis, destruction of cells or tissues by their own enzymes. Now remember, ang inyo namang photosynthesis is food making in plants at nangyayari po ito sa ating chloroplast at sila po ay magkabaliktad. Isa pa nating chemical reaction dito, which of course is cellular respiration. This naman is energy making. The energy form here is ATP, no, adenosine triphosphate, which is the energy currency in our cell. At ito naman po ay nangyayari sa mitochondria, which of course is called the powerhouse of the cell. Okay, powerhouse of the cell. All right, so again, magkabaliktad po ang ating photosynthesis and cellular respiration. They are complementary, no? Complementary processes sila dahil yung produkto ng isa ang nagiging reactant ng isang process. Okay? So again, photosynthesis would only happen in plants because it's only the plants that have chloroplast. Ang inyo namang cellular respiration would happen in all types of organisms. Plants, animals, other types of organisms can undergo cellular respiration since they have mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. Okay? We go to number 11. Si Fe ay masaya sa kanyang kaarawan. Ang salitang masaya ay isang patlang. Letter A, pang-ukol. Letter B, pang-abay. Letter C, pang-uri. Or letter D, pandiwa. Okay, ayan na po, no? So, alam nyo na to dapat. We've discussed this today. Okay. What is our choice? Number 11. Okay, number 11, what is our choice? I see letter C is. Kung pa kaya ang letter C for number 11?